When I stood in front of you guys this morning and I told you we had plenty, more than enough, to get it done, if you just trusted in your brother, trusted in what we do around here. And then what was it? No hesitation. Shoot your shot. Every single play. You are prepared and ready to go play your best game yet. You guys just did it. Give it up again. Complimentary football is a beautiful thing. And we just felt it at the highest level. We got to be ready to package this feeling up, bottle it up. Everything we work for, every guy in here doing everything they can to lean into the guy next to him, and good things are going to happen for this team. I got some game balls. I got quite a few, actually. All right, first and foremost, where's he at? 80th career sack to Neil Hunter. All right, 11 receptions, 86 yards, battled through a couple plays where he got nicked up, but he just kept coming back. National Tight End Day, TJ Hawkinson. First 100-yard receiving game of his career. Goes out of the football game with cramps. I don't know how many IV bags he got, but when he came back in and we had to have him, Kirk Cousins finds it for a big This one goes out right here to a collection of 5 men. All right, a collection of 5 men. I called a lot of passes tonight. Kirk Cousins was hot, and we were going to let him deal. But to do that, these 5 guys had to keep that team from any sacks all night, 0 sacks all night. This is for the offense. When they needed to have it, I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. Beezy! And let me give this last one right here. All right, when you play quarterback in this league, every now and again, all right, it's one of those nights. And it just happened to be against one of the best defenses in the league. O-line doing their thing. We got off the run game going. But when we needed this guy over and over again, he would not be denied. On Monday Night Football, Kirk Cousins. Bring it in. You like that? You like that?
Hey, when the schedule came out, we said in May, we got to play our best games against the best teams, man. Great job tonight getting that done. Let's go. Keep it going. Vikes on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Vikes!
Last night, 3. Last night, 3.
Family right here. That's what it's all about.
He's into the end zone. He caught it. Are you kidding me with that catch, JJ?
Welcome all of you inside the TCO studios. This is Vikings Weekly. My name is Gabe Henderson. That's Tatum Everett. And if you were just watching KOC's postgame locker room speech, there were a total of 10 game balls given out to all the guys in the locker room. And Tatum, as you know, it took an entire team effort in order to get that 22-17 victory over the San Francisco 49ers Monday.
Yes, and it really was an exciting game, one of the best I've seen to date in US Bank Stadium. It brings the Vikings to 3-4. They're back on track with a lot of football left to play, and that all starts on Sunday against the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field.
Coming up in today's show, we sit down with Vikings wide receiver Brandon Powell. Also, we take a deep dive into the film with head coach Kevin O'Connell. And after spending 7 years playing for the Green and Gold, Dean Lowry discusses the feeling of heading back to Lambeau with this new team, the Minnesota Vikings.
Gabe, that is quite the lineup for a show,
Yes.
and it should be. It was a thrilling victory, and I'm not going to lie, I think I need to see a little bit more behind-the-scenes content from the 49ers win.
Yeah, I mean, that was, like you said, one of the most exciting games that you, myself, the people behind the camera have all been a part of. And for all of you watching at home, you now get to relive some of the magic in this week's edition of Field Access.
Hey, Monday night, time to be great. Time to be game changers. Time to be playmakers like we say we is. Come on, I know y'all feel it. That pressure gonna come in, and we're gonna fight that pressure right back. We're gonna fight that pressure right back.
I'm feeling crispy, Josh.
Let's go. Hey, lean on each other. Everyone in the circle. Lean on each other, and let's ball the out. Coaches on 3. 1, 2, 3. Come down to fight. It's gonna come down to will. It's gonna come down to who wants to more. All right? We do today. chance to do something tonight. You feel me? Together. Just like we talked about, there's no one-on-ones out here. It's all of us. It starts with all of us.
The game's gonna be won in this group right here. We know that. This is the group. Straight for one another. Straight for everyone on this team. Monday Night Football, man. This is what we've been waiting for since we were kids. The trajectory of our season changes tonight. Let's go.
Hey, let's be damn dominant today.
Let's be dominant.
Let's go get that ball. Dominant.
Let's have fun. Let's talk.
Right out of the ball.
Play.
Make them talk about us.
Monday night, baby. Gotta put on the show.
Purdy goes under center, run blocking tight end Charlie Werner in motion to the left. Christian McCaffrey the single set. Ayuk and Jennings left, and McCaffrey runs behind them. He stiff arms Jordan Hicks at the 15. Heads outside the numbers. Ball came out. It's a fumble, and the Vikings got the ball.
Easy! Turn me out! I told you. Let's go! I'm on some crazy energy. Come on, let's go!
3rd and 2 from the 49ers. 23 receivers left. Hawkinson in short motion. The 49ers rush 4. Kirk straight drop. Loops to the end zone. Caught!
Stay calm always. Let's keep smacking that in the run game, all right? Because they gonna have to come up. We gonna run over the top. Keep smacking them in the run game. There we go. There we go.
And here comes Jake Moody, kicking to the east side of U.S. Bank Stadium. Snap spot. Moody missed. Moody missed. And he missed it to the right.
That's great, fellas. Hey, that's great. Man, keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Hands and feet, right? Detailed technique. Every snap. Detailed technique. Let's get some points.
You could literally feel the energy on the sidelines as the Vikings put off one of the biggest upsets of the season thus far. Border battle number 126 is up next, and in order for the Vikings to continue this win streak, they'll have to do so in a place where they haven't won in almost 2 seasons. I'm talking about Lambeau Field, Tatum.
Well, Gabe, I don't know if you know this, but Lambeau Field is the site where Brandon Powell had his best career game as a rookie. But now he feels like he's come into his own that he's been with the Vikings. This offseason with Keenan McCardell in OTAs and training camp, he feels like his career has turned a corner. And you can see that on the field in the wake of Justin Jefferson's injury as they try and step up to fill those 15 targets a game. I got to sit down with Brandon Powell to talk about his journey to this point. Primetime win. With that atmosphere, how much did that win mean to this team?
It felt great to us. We needed that win because, obviously we started out the season slow, but we know where we are as a team, and what's a better time to show it on Monday night against a great defense and a great offense as the 49ers, and we came out and we showed what we could do.
These are our Minnesota Vikings!
What did you think that told the rest of the league about you guys?
It just showed that, when we play, complementary football, offense, defense, special teams, everybody's, doing their job, that we're a tough team to beat, Obviously, the main question, we got Jets, he's waiting out, dealing with his injury, but, that just shows without him, we're dangerous, and when he's here, we're, everybody already saw what can happen when he's here, so.
For sure.
Looking deep over the middle, and it is, guess who? Justin Jefferson, the clutch play of the day.
Was it a little surreal having him in the room with you, being able to learn from one of the guys that's kind of setting the standard for this position?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I first got here, that was the first thing, getting to play with Jets, because I've been on some teams, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, but, being able to be with the Mr. 99, the best in the league, and, it's crazy to see the things that he do. Like, in practice, to be able to see it with my own eyes is like, man, it makes you want to step your game up. And it's like having him on the sidelines now that he's down, it's like, just coming on the sideline, hearing him talk to you, like, man, good route, good release, such and such, do this. It's like, yeah, I'm going to do that, because you see him doing it on Sundays and he make big plays. So, just having him in that room is, it boosts the whole room up.
And having him on the sideline for the game during this time, what's that been like?
It's great. He's still coaching. It sucks, man. He tells you, man, he wish he can be out there. And, he wants to because he's a competitor, but, he's still coaching us. He's living through us. We go make a play, he celebrate with us still. And it's just like, man, everybody's out there playing for him right now. We'll hold it down for 2 more games till he get back. We can't wait till he get back.
Coach McCardell, someone that I know your dad was a huge fan of. So what was it like to learn from one of the best that's ever done it?
I remember when I first got here, my dad, because he's a big football fan too, and he was like, man, that coach, he was a bad boy when, he used to play. And I got here and I started learning from him, and I see why, because, he shows us, moves he used to do back in his days. And, me being a running back all my life, I never really had, a coach to teach me those things, and to come here and to see him, coach me, and go out there on the field and do those things he's teaching me.
Because after we keep running the ball, this ball going over their head, all right?
My entire conversation with Brandon Powell is on Vikings.com or the Vikings app. We still have a lot more to get to. After the break, head coach Kevin O'Connell joins Pete in the film room. Christian Darrisaw gets mic'd up, and we catch up with former Packer, now Viking, Dean Lowry. Welcome back into Vikings Weekly. I'm Tatum, this is Gabe, and that 49ers win really felt like it was the game this team has been wanting to play for so long, really in all 3 phases of the game.
Kevin O'Connell used the word elite when giving out game balls in the locker room. And speaking of elite performances, I was looking at some of the stats, and the Vikings had a season-high 10 plays that went for over 16 yards. Kevin O'Connell described just that in this week's edition of Film Room.
Welcome back to Film Room with Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, brought to you by Twin Cities Orthopedics. And Coach, it was a big stage, it was a big game. The guys answered the call and came up big.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, all 3 phases. Love the fact how we played along the line of scrimmage between our O-line, really handling probably the best front in football, and our defensive line in front 7, bringing the physicality to, I have so much respect for Kyle, those coaches, how they game plan the run. But in the end, if you can out physical that team, set edges, play the cutback, and then defeat blocks and make tackles, you're going to make them a little bit more of a one-dimensional team than they want to be. And that, was a formula for us. I thought Flo and his guys did a great job. I thought Kirk played, a fantastic football game behind some great protection from our offensive line. But wanted to start out today, Pete, with this, 3rd down, kind of culminating the end of an 89-yard drive. We have that early turnover. Defense responds, forcing a fumble. This ends up being kind of a zone coverage look. So we've kind of got an all-purpose man zone kind of thought right here, where we're just trying to put, if it is man, we're trying to get natural picks and rubs. If it is zone coverage, which this ends up playing out as, we kind of understand that how this is going to play out. We're really just trying to put 57 right here in a bind. If they want to try to play a deep safety and lean one way or the other, especially with our 3-man formation over there, that will allow us to get Jordan basically pushing vertical, and then you're going to see TJ release and run across the formation as well. And the way their zone coverage kind of plays out, we can really isolate this player and really allow our guys to go to work. So look at the release pattern. Jordan releases inside, gets vertical. I thought Brandon Powell did a nice job releasing on his basic to kind of trail this route. He probably gets the ball if this window is any tighter, but TJ screaming through the zone right here allows us to really 2-on-1 that area of the field. The safety is going to try to come over and finish it, and this guy really responsible for what we call 3 up. When you see this throw, the rhythm and the timing, take a look at this from the end zone, and our fans at home will be able to kind of see. We don't have the back view, but you'll be able to see kind of first and foremost, how about the pro?
Yeah.
I mean, when you can give that kind of pocket, handling the TE stunt, Garrett ready for 97, coming in that A gap right there, and then Kirk, he sees it all the way. He's already started his arm, and Jordan Addison at this point, all you really see is a small little crease between 57 and that post safety coming over the top, and watch the location on this throw.
Right.
Just can't throw it any better than that. That's what this game is all about against the best defenses in the NFL. It's about, can we give Kirk time? And then when he's got the big field vision he had, on Monday Night Football against the Niners, good things are going to happen. And Jordan Addison responding with a big time play.
When you win a game in that type of fashion, there are so many plays you can choose from. And if you want to watch the full edition of this week's version of Film Room, you can head on over to Vikings.com right now. Tatum, the anticipation is building as the Vikings get prepared for border battle number 126 against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, Gabe, and this divisional showdown means more to one player in particular. Dean Lowry spent the first 7 seasons of his career in Green Bay, and after his first fumble recovery as a Viking, he's hoping for another dominant performance against his former team. Let's hear him talk to Gabe Henderson and Jay Nelson on the Minnesota Vikings podcast right here.
All right, welcome back to the Minnesota Vikings podcast. My name is Gabe Henderson. I'm alongside Jay Nelson and our special guest of the show, Mr. Dean Lowry. Dean, first and foremost, we were talking off camera. This is long overdue. But two, thank you for joining us today.
No, it's great to be here, man. First time doing a show with you, so excited to get this going.
Well, the A topic is, everybody wants to talk about, Dean was in Green Bay for 7 years. He's finally going back to Lambeau. But my A topic today, we talked about it on the walk here, is Brock Purdy this past Sunday or this past Monday night. He had a 1-yard gain. It was a scramble outside of the pocket. And the reason why it was a 1-yard gain instead of a 20-yard gain is literally you put your head down. Yeah. You were going for a sack. You went, instead of, going beeline to get to him, you literally put your head down, went straight line, and forced him out of bounds. Yeah. So my initial reaction was what is Dean Lowry running a 40? 4.87.
Actually, 4.87, yeah, surprisingly. Most people don't give me credit for being, fast, big guy, so to speak. But, yeah, I think it's also kind of knowing your strengths and knowing angles and how to get to guys. And that was a play I think we lost contained there. So I saw Purdy scramble out, and it was me and him in the sideline. So I knew I just had to kind of get there and cut him off. And thankfully, it was a 1-yard play. And the next play, we got a big stop. So just those small plays kind of add up to have, big momentum changes.
So when it comes to being able to play in this Vikings defense at this point, I guess for you being the first year here, is there any kind of major adjustments you've had to make at this point, or how do you feel playing in this kind of aggressive Brian Flores defense?
Yeah, the word you said is aggressive. That's for sure. That we pride ourselves on it being aggressive every week. But I would say being versatile. Coach Flo values guys that can play different positions. So for me, playing the 5 technique, the 3 technique, and doing different things, and just always presenting offenses with different challenges each week is what we kind of hang our hat on.
Just your, progression from game 1 until game 8, where we're going into right now, just how have you grown in this defense, understanding that every single week I feel like we see a new defensive front or new defensive style? And I say that because to start the game last week, we started with 5 defensive linemen, 1 linebacker, and then Josh Metellus versus, the typical 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers.
Yeah, I think we're hitting our stride. If you watch the past few weeks on film, we're really playing fast. The first few weeks there was a little confusion, on the nuances of the defense and exactly each guy's role. But we made the corrections, and in the past couple of games, I think that's who we are on film. Just playing against Chicago, playing real sound defense, and then I thought that was against San Fran on Monday night was probably our most physical performance of the year, and just trying to grow off that and keep building that.
You can catch that entire conversation with Dean at Vikings.com or the Vikings app. Plus, you can listen to it anywhere you stream your podcasts, whether there's so many options, whatever you
Spotify, Apple, whatever.
That's right. It's under MVP, which stands for Minnesota Vikings Podcast. But Gabe, it is such a big weekend this week.
Yeah, all roads lead to Lambeau Field, Sunday, noon kickoff. This is one of the biggest games of the year, especially for the Vikings coming off of a big Monday Night Football win. But as we close today's show, we leave you guys with a special edition of Mic'd Up with the best left tackle in the NFL, Mr. Christian Darrisaw. For Tatum Everett, all of our people, amazing, talented people behind the scenes, my name is Gabe Henderson. We'll talk to you again next week on Vikings Weekly.
Come on.
Let's go, baby. Kirko. Big B's.
Love you.
DQ.
Good thing, man. Love you.
Already know. You know the count. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Baby. Let's do it, man.
I love you too, brother. I love you too. Let's do it all day long. All day long. Let's do it, G. Love you, brother. It's that simple. play fast, let's play fun. Let's have fun.
And boom! Monday Night Football in Minneapolis is in the air. Jennings left and McCaffrey runs behind them. He stiff arms Jordan Hicks at the 15. Heads outside the numbers. Ball came out.
Oh! Oh!
It's a fumble, and the Vikings got the ball. Straight drop. Loops to the end.
I get a water? Boo! Huh? Oh, yeah. They don't want it, bro. Huh? We got these boys right where the we want them.
Kicking to the east side of US Bank Stadium. Snap spot.
No!
Moody missed! And he missed it to the right. Cousins fires over the middle, and it is Anderson! 20-10 touchdown!
Hey, good call. Good call. Oh. Yeah! Oh. Yeah, J-Roy! Hey! Let's go, DJ! Let's go, DJ! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I love you. Come on. Hold in Minnesota. I just want to rock. Buddy, y'all. How Mike? I'm mic'd up.
Let's sit back on us, CD.
Come on. Dog, give me some.
Let's go, come on.